Welcome to my top 10 most anticipated and noteworthy comics for June 19th, 2024. Guys, I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. Hopefully this list does help you make decisions on what comic books to buy, because it's never too early to start that pull list for next week. Before we dive into it, guys, I just gotta give a quick shout out to Whatnot. If you guys haven't used Whatnot yet today, what are you waiting for? There is a link in my description box below. It's absolutely for free. All you gotta do is create your profile, and then when you win your first auction on Whatnot, you're gonna get a $15 credit. So if there's a particular comic that you're looking for and you want to save some money on it, go ahead and check out Whatnot today. It's absolutely for free, and it does help support the channel. All right, guys, so here we go. The book that's on the hot seat today is Misery Issue 1. This is the next book that's in the Spawn universe. This one is going to focus around Spawn's daughter. She's much older, coming of age, and supposedly this girl has abilities. I'm not sure about this one, guys. I checked out Monolith issue 1, and for me, it wasn't very good. It was just like a little bit over my head. I'm not that invested into Spawn where I need to learn about every single character. And do I feel like they all need their own series? Probably not. But I'll definitely give it a try because it is only $2.99. The book that's on the rise for me, and I'm so happy I read issues 8 and 9 of Wonder Woman, because we're getting ready for issue number 10. We wind up getting to see Wonder Woman under the influence of the Sovereign. First, she was in the lasso of lie. She broke through that. Then he throws her into this particular cell, and her mind is not going to be broken by her. And now he's going to throw her greatest enemy at her, and that's going to be the Cheetah. And I think that can be a lot of fun here. Looking forward to continuation of this. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous as well. I'm glad I stuck with it. Thank you guys for telling me to keep with it as well. It's 40 pages, and this one is $5. Officially kicking off the countdown now with number 10, and this is a Blood Hunt tie-in, and this is Dracula. This is issue 2. Or I should say Dracula Blood Hunt issue 2. So I thought this book was actually pretty solid, as we have Dracula who's teaming up with Blade's daughter. You would never think that these two would team up, obviously, because she's related to his greatest enemy, right? But yeah, they have something in common. They gotta take out all these other vampires that are taking over the world, or trying to, and they're gonna team up with Daredevil in this issue. Looks like it could be a lot of fun. This one is 28 pages, and this one is $4. Moving on to number 9, we have The Invincible Iron Man. This is issue 19. I think this story is getting ready to conclude at issue 20. I could be wrong here, but in this issue, it's going to be War Machine versus Iron Man. Why? I have no idea. Rhodey was in prison for the longest time, and then he teamed up with Tony Stark at the end of the last issue to help take down the bad guys, Orcus here, right? And I don't know why these guys are fighting, so we'll see what happens here. Legacy numbering 669, 28 pages, $4. Overall, when it comes to Iron Man, it was a pretty good series. Coming in at number 8, this is my guilty pleasure book. I will admit it now. The Sensational She-Hulk. This is issue 9. This claims that it's the most explosive She-Hulk story in history. That's a big claim. I don't think that's going to be the case here, but something is brewing that's going to affect Sensational She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, and you can't afford to miss it, guys. The legacy numbering here is 187. 32 pages, $4. This bad boy is getting ready to conclude as well very soon too. Moving on to number 7, we have Nightwing issue 115. This is titled Fallen Grayson Part 2 of 5. So this continues the last story arc for Tom Taylor, as we finally gonna get to see Dick Grayson go against Heartless in this story eventually, right? But for some reason, Heartless is breaking down Grayson here, and it looks like he's been shipped off somewhere else, and somehow he's got to redeem himself. We'll find out the whole thing in this story eventually. Maybe we'll get it in the very last issue, right? So we'll see what happens. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous when it comes to this. Legacy numbering 302, 28 pages. This is a $5 comic. Moving on to number 6. Very middle ground for me, but it has been better, and it's been entertaining, and it has had good artwork. This is The Amazing Spider-Man issue 52. Right now, nothing's okay, guys. You're going to find out in this issue there's going to be something so shocking and so troubling that they can't even show you the cover. So is this not even like the main cover here? I don't even know. The cover that I'm showing you, we've seen the character already be the Green Goblin. I don't know what Peter Parker as the Green Goblin can do any worse than what he's already done in issue 51. But listen, this may be a kind of gimmicky type of thing with Peter being a Green Goblin, but it has been overall entertaining, and it's better than what we've been getting. So I'll take what I can get. This is legacy numbering 946, 28 pages, $5. Coming in at number 5, this is the penultimate issue of I Heart Skullcrusher issue 4. There's a lot of series that are on the cusp of getting ready to ending, and then we're gonna, I'm sure, get a whole bunch of new stuff, right? But when it comes to I Heart Skullcrusher, this story has been a lot of fun, of this young girl by the name of Trini who wants to be a screaming paintball champion, right? And we get to see her witnessing her dream come true. The last thing that's left is for her to meet her idol at this point, because now she's in the league and she's actually playing against other teams, and it's been very entertaining. Now, this book is all over the place. There's like action everywhere, right? But it's fun, man. It reminds you of an anime or a type of manga. I love the facial expressions, and you fall in love with the main character in this comic book. This is a high recommend for me. I really enjoy it. This book is $5. Coming in at number 4, we have Batman issue 149. This is the epilogue of the whole fail-safe storyline, right? So we're going to see what happens, the aftermath. Where does Batman go from here? Obviously, I think everything is going to eventually lead into absolute power. I think Chip Zdarsky's run has improved. I think it started off really strong, and then when he went to some other world or other Earth, it lost me for a little bit, but then it slowly built itself back up again. Does anybody ever remember that Batman has a mechanical arm now? Or did you forget, right? It's so funny. But anyway, legacy numbering 914. This is a 40-page comic, $5. Again, gorgeous artwork by Jorge Jimenez. Number 3. Great story right here. Uncanny Valley. This is issue 3. This is a story about a boy who was living a normal life, and then all of a sudden he finds out that he's like part human and part cartoon character, and his grandfather is a cartoon character, and this boy's world has been thrown in a blender, right? And now he's in this realm, and he doesn't know if he can come back to Earth realm, and it looks like we're going to be coming across the bad guys in this particular issue. I love this book. This is something that's so different. It's like Roger Rabbit, Cool World, any other freaking cartoon human movie mixed or interact together. That's what this reminds me of, and I always can't wait for the next issue to come out. This book is $5. Coming in at number 2, we have Destro. This is issue 1. The newest book now officially coming out right after Scarlet here. Scarlet was a good book, but we don't see the connection yet with Scarlet on how it connects to the Energon universe. Destro, we have an understanding how it connects to the Energon universe because he was teaming up with Cobra Commander, and Cobra Commander found the Energon to power Destro's weapons. So now we get to see Destro on how he runs his base, his operations, his soldiers, and how the Cobra brand or whatever it is, soldiers move forward with their plan of attack to take over the world. I think this is going to be great. I can't wait for it. I have a feeling this might be better than Scarlet. I know Scarlet, we got to see a particular character at the end of that last issue, but besides that, that was the only like little bit of a wow factor for me. So we'll see where that one goes. I'm more excited about this one. 36 pages, $5. So after number one, we are not done, guys, as we have those noteworthy comic books to talk about, because you never know. There could be books that I might not like that are not on my top 10, and I need to let you know that those ones are still coming out as well. So my number one most anticipated comic for that week goes to Ultimate Spider-Man issue 6. This is another conclusion, but a conclusion to the current story arc that is going on. We're going to get Geppetto back on this artwork. We're going to get Spider-Man going against his first major bad guy. We're going to see him go against the Kingpin here. The Kingpin, based off of what we've read so far, is the leader of the Daily Bugle and all the other stuff that's been going on. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And it looks like Mary Jane is going to have an integral part in this comic as well. So for a lot of you guys that have been jonesing for some action when it comes to this comic book, I think you're going to get it in this particular issue. So this one is 28 pages and this one is $5. Okay, so here we go. The noteworthy comics, kicking it off with Marvel. We have the continuation of the Immortal Thor. This is issue 12. Then we have another Blood Hunt tie-in. This is Doctor Strange issue 16. Pretty integral. This is Jed MacKay's story. And we're going to see if, Doctor Strange ever becomes Doctor Strange again or stays a vampire forever. Next, we have Captain America. This is issue 10. Followed by another Blood Hunt tie-in, which was okay. And this is Wolverine Blood Hunt issue 2. Another tie-in for Blood Hunt. We have Black Panther Blood Hunt issue 2. Then we're going to see the direction of where Spider-Woman goes. This is Spider-Woman issue 8 as she came across a new team, and I totally forgot what they were called already. Next, we have Venom Separation Anxiety issue 2. As issue 1 was nothing special to me, we got the Purple Man who has a symbiote. That's kind of lame in my opinion. If you want more Venom stuff, we got Venomverse Reborn issue 1 as well. And then we move on to DC Comics. We have Batman Superman World's Finest issue 28. This has not been on my top 10 list as of late because I'm not into this particular story arc. So once this story arc is over, I'll be looking forward to the new one to see what it has to offer. Then we have the continuation of Titans issue 12 as it gets back on track with the whole Raven storyline of her dual personality. And then we have Catwoman. This is issue 66. Followed by Green Lantern War Journal. This is issue 10. Next we move on to the indie comics. We have Spawn issue 354, which would have been on my higher on my list. It probably would have been on my most anticipated. For some reason, I overlooked it the entire time. I probably would have taken out the Dracula Blood Hunt book to put Spawn in here. Then we have House of Slaughter. This is issue 24. Followed by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin 2, Re-Evolution 2. That's like the longest name ever. I want to know if you guys really enjoyed that first issue though. Then we have Helen of Windhorn. This is issue 3. Next we have another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Black, White, and Green issue 2. And there you guys have it. There are my most anticipated and noteworthy comics for June 19th, 2024. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments below which you're most anticipated for. And as always, guys, I'm going to leave you more content right here for you to click on and go down that Comic Book Corner 2.0 rabbit hole. And as always, guys, support the local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember to read those comics, guys, so we can always have that great comic conversation. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you real soon. Take care.